they are walking around with that umbilical cord in their hand, looking for somewhere to plug it in. But before you can do that, to get that kind of trust, there's a question. Every tradesman, I mean, every business owner in every business ever, anywhere, has to answer. And if you can't answer it, then you need to think about it, because you'll never get the positioning you want. And that is very simple. It's compared to your top 3 competitors. Where would your ideal client place you in terms of being certain you're the only one who truly understands and can solve their problems effectively and efficiently? Because here's the thing, you know, your clients, as I say, they're walking around, umbilical cord in the hand. They want someone to plug it in. They want someone to take care of them. This is why the human race invented fucking religions. And in every fucking culture everywhere, there is a religion with a god who's basically a big sky daddy who looks after you all. Yeah? A daddy who gets angry when you misbehave and break his arbitrary rules and brings tempests and fucking plagues and whatever. But they have that for a reason. We are hardwired to bow down to authority. Now, of course, when we're children, we have the parental authority. When we're not children, we're adults, we need something else. Maybe the leader of the tribe. Great. But who's he got? Who has he got? Well, he's got his God. This is what we do. Now, we've replaced God in the secular society with things like ideology. So you've got government, feminism, incels, whatever they fucking do. You know, we have these icons. They were not gods, but they serve the same purpose. They do our thinking for us. Now, in this respect, your clients want you to do the thinking for them. Now, you must know that. You know, if your competitors must see you as being the one who can solve their problems. You know? And it's not enough to get up there and say, yeah, we give great service. You know, we know how to do the job we're charging you for. That's what you're saying. I mean, fucking hell. If you can't do that fucking job, you shouldn't be charging anything for it, let alone a premium fucking price. So, you know, compared to your top 3 competitors, I look around you, Mr. Tradesman, Mrs. Tradesperson, whatever your fucking name is today, whatever gender you woke up feeling like this morning, fucking swamp monster, non-binary, fucking cis, black, gay male, or whatever you are today. Your top 3 competitors, you've got your ideal client. Where would your ideal client see you compared to your competitors? Why have you got 3 top competitors? Are you the number 1 in your market? If you're not, why not? What is it that those guys have got you haven't? And you know, it's not about having a big showroom or a big this or a big that or being long-standing business. There's something about that business, that person that's attracting the clients you want. What is it? Now, why haven't you got it? Well, you can develop it. We'll come to that in a minute. But if you haven't got it, you should have it. And here's another thing. This is a bit of an aside, really, not really pertinent to the conversation. Everyone in every market, there is the most expensive seller. Now, I think hitherto, I could be wrong here. I'm sure someone will correct me if I am. But say in double glazing, it used to be Everest. Everest were the gold standard. I know they allegedly had some pretty fucking nefarious sales tactics and things. Didn't have a great reputation. I've even heard stories of people, they couldn't get rid of the salesman, so they actually just turned the lights out and went to bed and left him sitting in the living room on his own, that kind of thing, because they just wouldn't leave. Never mind all that, but they were expensive, and people still paid their rates. All right. My question is this: you know, in your market, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, butcher, baker, candlestick maker, electrician, plumber, roofing guy, flooring guy, everything in between, someone in your local area competing directly with your business is charging more than you are. The only exception to this is if you are the premium seller in your business, in your industry, and I bet you're not. You know, only one person can be, and it probably isn't you. Statistically, it won't be you. So the question to answer is, you know, if you're not the most expensive seller in your market, why not? You know, someone's got to be. Why isn't it you? I mean, that's an easy question to ask, but it's a cunt of a question to answer because it'll hurt your ego. Because there's no good reason. There is no good reason. You know, you can come up with all the bullshit you like about, oh, it's the clients, it's this, it's that, I've got a fucking wonky leg or something, you know, got a shit van. It isn't. It's all down to you. It's all down to your positioning. It's all down to this idea of your competitors and how people see you in relation to them. Yeah. So that's a really good question to ask yourself. if you're not the highest price seller in your market, why not? And the other question was, compared to top 3 competitors, where would your ideal client place you in terms of them being certain you're the only one who can truly understand their problems and solve them effectively and efficiently? What do you think to that?
I think it's a question most people...
You're impressed, aren't you?
I am. Surprisingly, you're not chatting shit this morning. Perhaps we should do the podcast in the morning more often.